My beloved child, as you walk through the winding paths of life, facing the storms that rise without warning and the shadows that stretch across your heart, I want you to take a deep breath and understand that you are not alone for even one moment, because I am your God, the one who formed you in the secret place, the one who has numbered the very hairs on your head, the one who knew your first breath before it was drawn, and who will hold your final sigh in my eternal hands. The one whose love for you is deeper than the oceans, more constant than the rising of the sun, and more powerful than any force in heaven or on earth. You worry because the world around you trembles, because the ground you stand on sometimes feels like shifting sand, because the plans you made crumble before your eyes, and the voices you trusted turn against you. And you think that perhaps you must carry all of this weight alone. Yet I tell you, my child, that you were never meant to bear such a burden, for I have already taken it upon myself. I have already carried the weight of your sorrows, your fears, and your failures to the cross, and I have buried them in the depths of my mercy, never to be retrieved, never to be counted against you again. Because my love is not based on your perfection, but on my perfect nature that does not change. When you lie awake at night replaying the mistakes of the past and imagining the uncertainties of the future, I am there whispering over your restless mind that you can let go. You can release your grip on anxiety, because I hold tomorrow in the palm of my hand, and I hold you there too, protected and secure, far beyond the reach of those who wish you harm, far beyond the schemes of the enemy, far beyond the limitations of your own strength. For I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the one who writes your story with precision and love, and I will not allow a single page to be written in vain. You see, my child, your worry comes from forgetting who I am, from allowing the noise of the world to drown out the truth of my promises, from letting the whispers of doubt plant roots in the garden of your heart. And that is why I call you to return to me daily, to seek my presence like a river seeks the sea, to immerse yourself in my word until my voice becomes louder than your fears, until my promises become more real to you than your problems, until you realize that every battle you face has already been seen by me, already been provided for, already been transformed into an opportunity for you to grow, to trust, and to shine with the light I have placed inside you. Do not be deceived by the appearance of defeat when your prayers are met with silence, for my silence is never absence, and my delays are never denials, but rather they are the careful arrangement of pieces in a grand design you cannot yet see, a masterpiece that will only be revealed when the timing is perfect. For I am never late, never early, but always right on time. And every moment of waiting is shaping your character, deepening your roots, and preparing your heart to receive blessings greater than you dared to imagine. You have been looking at the size of your mountain and forgetting the size of your God. But I tell you today that I am the God who spoke the mountains into existence, the God who told the waves where to stop, the God who opens doors no man can shut and shuts doors no man can open, the God who can turn a barren desert into a spring of living water, the God who can take what the enemy meant for evil and turn it for your good, the God who knows the end from the beginning and has already secured your victory. So, my child, stop worrying about what you cannot control. Stop rehearsing the worst-case scenarios. Stop giving power to thoughts that steal your joy and poison your peace, and instead lift your eyes to me, for I am your refuge and your fortress, your provider and your healer, your protector and your redeemer, and I will never leave you nor forsake you, no matter how dark the night or how fierce the storm. When you feel surrounded by enemies, know that I have already surrounded them. When you feel outnumbered, remember that one with God is a majority. When you feel weak, know that my strength is made perfect in your weakness, and that my grace is sufficient for you. When you feel you cannot take another step, I will carry you, for I have never asked you to walk this journey in your own strength, but in the strength that flows from my Spirit within you. Understand this, my beloved. The world will try to convince you that you are at the mercy of circumstances, that your life is at the whim of chance, that you are powerless against the forces that threaten your peace. But I declare to you today that your life is hidden in me, that your destiny is anchored in my hands, that nothing and no one can pluck you from my embrace, and that every trial you face is under my sovereign authority, which means that it cannot destroy you, it can only refine you. You are not here by accident, you are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, and you are certainly not defeated. For I have called you by name, I have chosen you for a purpose. I have placed gifts and callings within you that the enemy cannot steal, and I have prepared good works for you to walk in long before you took your first breath. Even when you feel you are in a season of loss, know that I am pruning you not to harm you, but to make you more fruitful, removing what is holding you back so that new life can emerge. Because I see what you cannot see. I know what you do not know, and I am working all things together for your good. So rise up, my child, and shake off the chains of fear, for fear has no place in the heart that trusts in me. Rise up and clothe yourself in faith, in hope, in the unshakable knowledge that you belong to the King of Kings. Rise up and face each day, not with dread, but with expectation, knowing that I have already gone before you to prepare the way, knowing that I have already supplied every need according to my riches in glory, knowing that even in the wilderness I can rain down manna and cause water to flow from a rock. Let the words I speak today sink deep into your soul. Stop worrying, for I am your God. Stop doubting, for I am faithful. Stop running in circles trying to solve what only I can solve, and instead rest in the shelter of my presence. For in my presence there is fullness of joy. There is peace that surpasses understanding. There is strength for the weary, and there is hope for the hopeless. If you will only keep your eyes on me, if you will only trust me with the whole of your heart, if you will only lay down the burdens you were never meant to carry, you will see that I am able to do exceedingly, abundantly above all that you ask or think. You will see that I am able to restore what was lost, to heal what was broken, to make a way where there was no way, to turn your mourning into dancing, to crown you with beauty instead of ashes, to give you the oil of joy for your sorrows, and to wrap you in garments of praise instead of a spirit of heaviness. Remember, my child, I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. The God who parted the Red Sea, the God who shut the mouths of lions, the God who walked in the fire with 3 young men and brought them out without even the smell of smoke, the God who raised the dead and gave sight to the blind, the God who called you out of darkness into my marvelous light. And if I have done it before, I can and I will do it again. For my arm is not too short to save, and my ear is not too dull to hear. So go forth today with courage in your heart and my promises on your lips. And when worry tries to creep back in, remind yourself out loud, my God is for me, so who can be against me? My God is my shepherd, I shall not want. My God is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? My God is my refuge and my fortress, in him will I trust. And as you declare these truths, as you align your heart with my word, you will find that the grip of fear loosens, that the weight of worry lifts, and that my peace, that unshakable, unmovable peace, settles over you like a warm blanket in the coldest night, reminding you again and again that you are mine, you are loved, and you are safe in my hands forever.
My beloved child, I do not merely ask you to stop worrying because it sounds pleasant or because it makes for gentle advice whispered in passing. I command you to let go of your anxious thoughts because worry is a thief that robs you of the peace I freely give. It is a chain that binds your spirit when I have already purchased your freedom. It is a shadow that clouds the light I have placed within you, and it is a weight you were never designed to carry. For your shoulders were created to lift praise, not to bear the crushing load of fear about tomorrow. You see, when your heart is tangled in worry, you begin to focus more on the problem than on the problem solver, more on the storm than on the one who commands the wind and the waves, more on the scarcity you perceive than on the abundance I have promised. And in doing so, you unintentionally shrink your view of me, forgetting that I am not just a distant spectator of your life, but the architect of every blessing you have received and the provider of every need you will ever have. I want you to understand that nothing you face is outside my knowledge or beyond my reach. Not the unpaid bills stacked on your table, not the unanswered questions that stir restlessly in your mind, not the strange relationships that bring tears to your eyes, not the illness that tries to sap your strength, not the uncertainty that keeps you pacing in the still hours of the night. For I have already gone ahead of you into those situations. I have already prepared a way through them. I have already appointed divine moments of provision, breakthrough, and restoration that will arrive exactly when they are meant to. No sooner, no later, and no force in heaven, on earth, or under the earth can prevent them from coming to pass. When you are tempted to doubt because you cannot see the outcome, remember that faith is not built on what you see, but on what you trust. And trusting me means believing my promises, even when the evidence seems scarce. Believing my love, even when life feels painful. Believing my goodness, even when your circumstances seem dark. Because the truth of who I am is not determined by the conditions around you, but by the unchanging nature of my heart toward you. A heart that is steadfast, faithful, merciful, and overflowing with grace. I am not indifferent to your pain, my child. Every tear that falls from your eyes is noticed. Every sigh of exhaustion is heard. Every unspoken prayer is recorded in the depths of my compassion. And I want you to know that nothing you endure is wasted, for I weave even the smallest threads of your suffering into a tapestry of redemption that will one day leave you in awe when you look back and realize that I was present in every valley, that I was fighting for you in every battle, that I was carrying you in every season when your strength gave out. The enemy wants you to believe that worry is natural, that fear is inevitable, that doubt is reasonable. But I say to you that you are not called to live as the world lives, tossed back and forth by every wave of trouble, driven by every gust of bad news. You are called to live anchored in my truth, rooted in my love, standing firm in the knowledge that you belong to me. And because you belong to me, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, no accusation spoken over you shall take root, and no storm will sink you when I am in the boat with you. And when I tell you to stop worrying, I am not telling you to ignore your responsibilities or to pretend that your challenges do not exist. I am telling you to bring them to me, to lay them down at my feet and refuse to pick them back up again. To trust that I am able to do what you cannot, to work in ways you cannot see, and to bring solutions that go beyond what you could imagine. For I delight in showing my strength in the very places where you feel most helpless. Let the truth sink into your soul. I am your God, and I am not merely your God in moments of victory, when life feels easy, but I am your God in the midnight hour, when the road is unclear, in the days when your heart feels heavy, in the seasons when you cannot see the way forward. For my covenant with you is unbreakable, my love for you is unconditional, and my plans for you are immovable. So, my child, today I ask you to make a choice, not based on what you feel, but on what you know to be true. The choice to trust me more than you trust your fears, to rest in my promises more than you dwell on your problems, to speak life over your situation rather than repeating words of defeat, to align your heart with heaven's truth rather than the world's lies. Because when you choose to trust me, you position yourself to receive the fullness of my blessings without the interference of doubt, without the distortion of fear, and without the paralysis of worry. And remember, the world may look at your life and see only the limitations, but I look at your life and see the potential, the calling, the anointing, and the destiny that I have already placed within you. The world may try to remind you of your failures, but I remind you of your forgiveness. The world may speak of impossibilities, but I speak of miracles. The world may insist that you are alone, but I assure you that I am with you, and I will be with you until the end of the age.